Heroes is launching next week. How are you choosing to spend your last few days in beta? Hey guys, I'm Gillyweed and I have plenty of Heroes news for you right here on Heroes Hype on Air. First came the move of Heroes to open beta. Then late last week, Blizzard announced the addition of global play to the game. Players in all regions outside of China are now able to access game servers around the world with separate profile data for each region. When a region's game servers are undergoing maintenance, you may use the global play feature to log into a different region that is not down for maintenance. But keep in mind that when playing on another region, your friends list, account, and hero progress, as well as any purchases you've made using real money or gold, will not carry over from your home region. How has the addition of global play been? Leave a comment and let us know. Meanwhile, we're down to the last few tournaments before the game officially launches, so let's see what's happening in the world of Heroes eSports. We're starting our esports coverage this week with a new region to cover, Oceania. The X5 Monthly Brawl was a smaller gathering of the best teams out of Australia and New Zealand. It was a good day for the Exile5 mates as they won their own tournament, capping off their victory in a best-of-5 final set against Kama. In Asia, the ECL Spring continued this week while the star-studded teams took a break. OMGA had a rough time, losing to both Blizzard Masters and AgFox. AGL then took a close 2-1 set over Blizzard Masters. In the NA scene, Week 14 of the Heroes Hype Amateur Series brought back the Plays, who this time had to face Wild Growth in the finals. First place continues to elude the Plays, but we look forward to seeing what they and the other talented amateur teams can do in our Beta Finals tournament. Also in the amateur scene, the Nexus Mayhem No. 4 was another great amateur tournament with special guest caster Messiah. In the absence of the Kappa Wolves, it was Flick of the Wrist versus Team Blaze vying for first place. Team Blaze got the better of Flick, claiming a 2-0 victory. The Go for Heroes America's Cup No. 25 had some great competition between some familiar teams. Kappa Wolves gave it their best, but could not manage to take a game against Zeveron in the finals. In the ESL NA Major League Season 2 sealed the fates of the top 4 teams. Cloud9 Maelstrom, Tempo Storm, 2ARC Gaming, and Cloud9 Vortex will all be advancing to the finals, as Complexity was not up to the tall task of defeating 2ARC 2-0. Meanwhile, in the EU, the Major League has almost reached its conclusion, and the playoffs are right around the corner. Fnatic is on the cusp of qualifying, helped greatly by their surprise 2-0 victory over Gamers2. Find out next week if they will be able to join Team Kingwin, Gamers2, and WellMet in the top 4. The Go for Heroes Europe Cup No. 25 saw the rise of the newly sponsored team Alternate Fancy, as they were a single game away from achieving total victory. Na'Vi had other plans. They were hot off their win over LDLC and took the finals 2-1. Two more Enter the Storm 2 qualifiers happened over the weekend. Imaginary Gaming was hungry for victory after losing in the finals last week and asserted their dominance with a 2-0 win. And Major League team SK Gaming also qualified after beating Neptune Gaming 2-0. The Zotac Cup No. 10 gathered some of the top teams around. App Heroes pulled an impressive upset against Team Arthas in the semifinals, but were simply outmatched by Team Liquid in the finals. The Heroes Gaming Cup No. 1 held a large tournament full of French teams looking to make a name for themselves. WYGB Heroes 1 had no plans to surrender as they squared off against Titans Paris Quidditch. TPQ said au revoir to their championship dreams as WYG claimed the victory 2-0. That's it for esports this week. Let's see what you can look forward to in some of our favorite community content. On Eye on the Storm, Forecourt Jester joined Anna and myself to discuss some of our favorite streamers, shows, and resources for new players. And Zeveron's Mad Timmy joined the Town Hall Heroes group to discuss changes to promote and suggestions for handling disconnects in tournaments. In podcasts, Stormcast discussed the World Championship announcement, while Into the Nexus talks Kael'thas and Johanna. Lords of the Storm also talked about the upcoming Crusader hero as well as the latest patch notes. And finally, Podcast Heroes Episode 3 discusses that Lily Cloud Serpent bug that we so thoroughly enjoyed, as well as everyone's favorite pajamaed slug, Abathur. There are also new episodes of Science of the Storm as well as Heroes Hottest Plays, so hop onto YouTube and check them out. Kendrick Swish had a special episode of Epic Plays of the Week that featured several casters in the community, providing commentary of some pretty insane wombo combos. You may even hear yours truly talking about a crazy Void Prison. And speaking of Void Prisons, make sure you watch our clip of the week at the end of this episode. It's exciting? It's definitely something. Well guys, that's all the Heroes news for you this week. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out Heroes Hype's social media and website for more news and info on the Amateur Series. I'll be going to the Heroes launch in London, so if you're there, be sure to come say hi. Otherwise, I'll see you back here in 2 weeks, and meanwhile, GLHF in the Nexus.